So only 2 weeks separating the fixture at Cheshire and them coming to our floor. How did that kind of quickly repeated game affect our preparation?
I mean, it's always tough when we had a good game. We wanted to carry a little bit of momentum over, but they obviously wanted a bit of revenge. They came prepared. They went on a little bit of a run after we beat them at their place. We just struggled a little bit tonight.
Where do you think the game got away from us?
They went on a few runs and we struggled to end them really. We went on a bit of a run ourselves in the second quarter, but they did a good job of stopping us. Got away from us in the second half pretty much. They were making threes and Ellis was making some good plays as well.
How do we improve on tonight's performance?
We just go straight back to the practice floor. Work on the things we were working on actually. We just had a bad game tonight, lack of concentration, among other things. But yeah, we just got to go back to the practice floor and work hard basically.
So a tough loss tonight. What did Phoenix show us that was different from the last time we played them?
Well, I guess I would say it's more so on us. They was the better team tonight. They came out from the start of the game. They showed more intensity. They just felt like they wanted it more than us. And I feel like whenever you give up 90 points as a unit, on the defensive end, I think we got to do a lot better than that. So,
kind of a tough shooting night as well. As a team, we shot 5 of 17 from three-point range. Was that their defense, or was that just our shot just not falling tonight?
Yeah, that's not usually like us, considering the fact that we're a great three-point shooting team on a pretty good night. So, I would say more credit to their defense, but more on us. Like I feel like it just couldn't go in for us today.
So what do we learn from tonight going forward?
It's just one of those games we got to put past us, and get back to the drawing boards and, continue to do what we got to do as a unit to continue to win. So
a 21-point loss tonight. What are your thoughts on tonight's game?
I mean, credit to some of Cheshire's individual players. They really played well. They played smart. Roachford was particularly good tonight in terms of their interior offence. But ultimately, I think we've got to look at ourselves. Defensively, we were poor tonight. Rotationally, in terms of our switching, in terms of our individual accountability and collective responsibility, we didn't look like the team we did in the previous week or previous fortnight, really. I've got to look at that. I've got to look at myself. There's a couple of solutions I gave the guys that weren't appropriate, but ultimately we weren't at it from the beginning, and we should have been.
So Phoenix shot just 11 of 17 at the line tonight, but do you still worry about us giving up those kind of free throw numbers?
I mean, if you're sending them to the line in the high teens, obviously you could reflect on that and say that's the split in the game. Ultimately, those fouls came again from bad rotations, failed switches, or late plays. We gambled a lot tonight, which exposed us. There was a lot of middle penetration, which ultimately caused breakdowns in our defence. And if you allow that to happen, you're going to give them either easy baskets or you're going to foul, and you're going to send them to the line. They're all born of the same issue.
We still sit in a playoff position. How do we ensure that's still the case as we go into the Christmas period?
I mean, ultimately it's making sure we're very, very prepared for each and every encounter. Ultimately, we'll be hard targeting the series against Manchester, closing out the series against Surrey, looking at taking games from the middle order teams like Sheffield or the likes of Cheshire, but the series is over now with them. We need to be more consistent, and consistency comes from preparation, consistency comes from education, and it comes from reflecting on where we've had success and where we've had failures, both as individuals and as a team. It's my responsibility to articulate those messages in the way that the players understand, and potentially, I've got to take some of the blame tonight.